Should you move to YouTube for streaming? And if so, why? At least that's the question I've heard lately, and that a lot. I do think though that there's only one good answer to that, being subjective. So let's get right into it. Okay, well, starting it off, what I basically have planned for this video is I'll first talk about positives on YouTube's and Twitch's side, compare them, and then do basically the same for the negatives. YouTube's first selling point is the discoverability, and they have mastered this topic. Not beating around the bush there. Twitch is way further back on that page than YouTube. The way YouTube algorithm handles discoverability is on a completely different level. Twitch is not even getting close in that sense, and therefore I think it's the biggest selling point of YouTube currently. Talking about the second point, the biggest topic in that regard concerning discoverability would be recommendeds on YouTube's side, which actually brings us to the next point, which would be growing your community. Growing your community can basically mean all or nothing for a small streamer, just as me. And what I mean by that, by saying that, is you can actually provide loads of different types of content on YouTube for your viewers to build up your own community. You can create YouTube videos, you can create YouTube shorts, you can do community posts asking for any opinion on any topic you have on your mind, or just simply sharing some cute doggo pics. Third point I want to talk about is YouTube's way of money sharing. And I do already compare Twitch to this because that's what this video is about, right? YouTube only takes 25% of subscriptions, paid subscriptions. Twitch takes 50% of subs in that sense. Not only that, but I think the biggest point YouTube is making is in terms of ad revenue. You see, when you try to grow as a small streamer on Twitch, people are getting ads pushed in front of your stream. And basically most of those people will just simply click away and watch their favorite streamer they know already. YouTube actually enables you to change that completely. You can choose what type of ad is running, if you want to have a skippable ad, or if you want any ad at all, which means discoverability going through the roof. Not only that, but earning on YouTube is completely different. It's way more sustainable if you think about it. Just imagine you've had a great stream on Twitch and you're like, wow, I earned those $1,000 during a stream. I'm awesome. Let's go. But what comes now? Basically, you will not earn anything out of your stream after you've pressed that small end stream button. YouTube, on the other side, is way more sustainable in a long-term way. Meaning that if you actually do create a YouTube video, if you stream on YouTube, if you do YouTube shorts and you have those ads running, you will still earn off those videos. On Twitch, after your stream ended, your payment ended. That's basically it. Now there are two more points I want to make about YouTube, which are incredibly important, especially to me. Growing as a content creator, the level of quality you can provide over making YouTube videos is just insane. Let's get that right out of here. Especially nowadays where everyone has some type of good camera, some kind of good mic, and some ability of cutting videos. Astonishing. Twitch streams will never have that same quality. At least that's what I think. Now the second point would be DMCA Strikes. YouTube is very, very clear on if you're going to get banned, and if so, why. Twitch, on the other hand, let's not really get too talkative here, but Twitch has had some minor problems with weird bans, and especially DMCA strikes. Now this video seems to be quite Twitch bashing, which is not what I want to actually achieve here. Twitch is great in its own ways, don't get me wrong. The first thing that comes to your mind when you talk about Twitch, and positives in that sense as well, is their reputation. They are Twitch. They are well known. If you say to some random person, you stream on Twitch, everybody knows what's up. Honestly. Everybody knows and trusts the name Twitch. One thing that goes hand in hand with Twitch being the streaming platform is also their community revolved around streaming itself. Just think about hype trains, subs, emotes, all of those things I just mentioned are basically simply only in Twitch community. Now Twitch is quite secluded from other social medias, don't get me wrong, but they have mastered to make their viewers think that they have to pay watching a stream. And on YouTube, that's a completely different thing. No one really comes to YouTube and expects to have to pay to watch a stream. Everyone thinks it's a free experience, which it is, don't get me wrong. But Twitch has just driven it to perfection to make people actually spend money, real money on streams. Now there's two more points I actually want to talk about where Twitch does really, really well and YouTube does quite poorly, honestly. Let's talk about them. Firstly, alerts and basically also emotes. Twitch has really perfected to personalize your account in that sense. You can use own alerts, you can use basically an alert for every single function on Twitch there is, and you will actually be notified as a streamer that the alert is going off. On YouTube's side, that's a different story. Now emotes in Twitch's culture have always been something that is personalizing someone's channel, someone's stream, something to spice it up a little. And I think YouTube is definitely missing this. Let's not even talk about the clipping feature YouTube is still missing, about personalizing your account, right? Twitch also does one good thing, which I do have mixed feelings about, the affiliate program. Which means, if you want to start streaming on Twitch, you'll earn way earlier than if you would stream on YouTube. The affiliate program, basically to get into the affiliate program, is quite simple on Twitch. It's way easier to get affiliate than YouTube partner, and I would argue that getting Twitch partner is almost on the same level as YouTube partner. Also, YouTube does a really poor job with their layout in terms of streaming. Twitch is way better in that regard. It's way more user-friendly in that sense. Now let's talk about negative points, and some that are really annoying me on YouTube and really annoying me on Twitch's side. Talking about YouTube, one of the biggest negative points that come to my mind are actually alerts. YouTube is actually kinda messed up in that sense that they set your privacy settings per default to don't show anyone your subscriptions. Now what that does is, if you actually subscribe to a streamer during a stream, that streamer will not get notified. He will not get any alerts triggered, and you will not get any emails about you having subscribed. You will just see the number at the end of the stream ticking up. That's basically it. That's all that happens. And I do think that that's very sad, because one of those things I enjoy as a streamer is to say thanks after someone subscribed to me or after someone followed me. I think those are things that actually make streaming special. That's why I think it's one of the biggest downfalls to YouTube streaming. Let's talk about some other points though, too. It's not the only one, trust me. There are 3 more points I really want to talk about, in short. Firstly, YouTube. Why is there no clipping feature? I do know that you're working at it in a beta right now for selected streamers, but why is it not optional for us small streamers to implement clipping? Secondly, there are no emotes. Why not implement an emote feature which you don't even have to pay for? But it would be quite cool to actually be able to use emotes still. YouTube is definitely growing in that regard, but still, it's not known for streams. It's basically known for videos. Knowing that you're basically, as a streamer, competing with well-edited, top-notch quality videos while also streaming. Now talking about Twitch negatives, and I'll try to keep it as short as possible, stay with me here. Now firstly, payment and ad revenue. What I mean by that is the shares are just terrible compared to YouTube. It's just not worth it. Secondly, DMCA strikes. Twitch, you really have to work on your game in terms of DMCA strikes. Weird and unnecessary bans. One big point as well is Twitch's discoverability. It's just not getting better for small streamers. The meta is probably going to stay the way it is right now. And the way it is right now is big streamers will keep on growing and small streamers are just stuck on the bottom, on some last page of discovering some topic. And the last point I want to talk about is growing as a content creator. You can surely create awesome content on streams, but I would argue that the amount of content you can actually create using YouTube is way bigger. You just simply have more options to do so. With those things out of the way, let's talk about me a little. Why did I swap from Twitch from about 15 viewers to YouTube? Now firstly, I have to thank my community. They've stayed with me even after the change, and I'm incredibly thankful for that. Actually, my numbers didn't really go down by that much. I'm still sitting on around 6 to 10 viewers on YouTube currently, live streaming, and I couldn't be happier, honestly, in that sense. It's really awesome and it makes my day whenever I see you people join me. Now, why did I actually change from Twitch to YouTube? One point is actually content creation. I do want to branch out. I do want to test out new ideas, and I do not want to stick Twitch in that regard, bound to streaming. I would like to make YouTube shorts. I would like to do some community polls. I would like to just simply do some YouTube videos, just as I'm doing right now, which is my first YouTube video ever. Would you believe it? But yeah, if you've made it until this far, I can't thank you enough, honestly. I now have raw material of 40 minutes. I'll try to cut it down as much as I can. As I've said, it's one of my first YouTube videos, and I'd be very glad to get any type of feedback. Would it be constructive criticism, or hey, I really liked that part of the video, hey, I really liked your mic settings, whatever, just hit me with it. But yeah, without further ado, stay healthy, stay awesome guys, and see you next stream. I do stream Wednesdays, Fridays, 69. No, 629. That meme was created by my Discord. Thank you, Discord. Have a nice one. See you guys. Stay awesome.